Hey everyone, so it's about that time to recolor my hair. It's been about 2 months since I last colored, and normally I color with a permanent every 2 to 3 months, and finally, because my hair's been growing really fast lately, I really have to touch it up because I tried blending it and now it's to the point where the roots are like, oh my god, huge. And I'm going to go in there with Redken's Color Gels, the one formula that was on sale at Salon Centric. I've worked with this color before. In fact, Redken Color Gels and Color Fusion and Shades EQ were the 3 most commonly used colors at my cosmetology school, and I've been using them before that, so I really know the line well. What I like about Redken Color Gels is that it is really easy to apply. You simply mix it together in a color bottle. It is a very loose formula, so it almost reminds me of L'Oreal Feria. And that's also a good thing as a professional, because if you have a client that has been using box hair color or like any kind of L'Oreal shade, you can get a very similar, if not near perfect match using Redken Color Gels. It's a liquid color, even though it's a gel consistency, it's more liquidy. You need to apply it with a color bottle. You can apply it with a bowl, but it's very messy. I've done it before. Redken does have a color thickener, so you can add it to that and make it thicker if you so choose. So this is just a little bit of my hair before. I've used the Redken Chromatics 6RV on the Regrowth, and then everything else I refreshed with the 7RV. My hair is poofy because I brushed it out. So I'm gonna go section my hair and I'm gonna show you guys how to apply this color. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys this real quick. One of the things that I like about color gels is that if you see right here, I know it's kind of hard to see this one, but it says 6R Rocket Fire. And Shades EQ has the same exact shade, 06R Rocket Fire as well. So when you're coloring a client or yourself with Redken Color Gels, you can get a near identical shade with Shades EQ and not have to worry about, oh, am I gonna have to mix multiple colors to get one toner that will match it perfectly. You can get a nice perfect match with it, so you can use this as your touch-up and use this as your refresh formula. If you're worried about it going too dark or your hair is very porous, you can add a little bit of Redken Clear and make it a shade lighter, so in case it goes dark, it will be relatively close to this. So with this color, you also need a special designated developer. You cannot mix color gels with the Color Fusion Cream developer. You have to mix it with the emulsified developer. It's a liquid developer. It's a bit of a different consistency. And I use a Redken's color bottle. I section my hair up to apply this because it is a bit of a mess if you're not careful. So I'm gonna go mix this color. And let me see, because I think this color does have, they say it has low ammonia, but it smells different than other colors. Oh yeah. It smells pretty similar to L'Oreal Feria. So I'm gonna pour out 2 ounces, and what I like about this is that you don't need a color scale per se unless you're mixing multiple shades. You can follow the calibrated lines on the bottle. And I'm just going to pour this entire thing right in here. So I'll have 4 ounces of color. So what I do to shake is I go like this, and I kind of just tilt it like so. And what I like about the Redken 6R is that their 6R is a pure red tone with no background color, and it runs a little bit cooler. I don't know if it is necessarily lower lift or if the colors are more solid and not as translucent. So if you're worried about getting a warmer red, you will not get a warm red with this 6R. It's more of a violety tone. It's a cooler tone red, more of a fiery fashion red. So the other issue I want to talk about is that with this color, especially with the bottle, you will get a lot of color that gets stuck in here. So sometimes you have to invert the bottle. Be very careful when doing so you don't spill. I don't know if it's part the color formulation issue or part of the Redken's color bottle. I've tried it with other color bottles and I've gotten roughly the same result. So if you feel comfortable using a different color bottle, go ahead and use that one. Also, you might, if you don't feel comfortable applying with a bottle, you can squirt a line and then use the brush to feather it through. But I'm gonna go get started. applying this color. Let me see. I want to outline all these sections right here. And I'm going to go apply it like so, starting back here and going forward. So I will be back when it is all finished. Alright, so the color was really easy to apply. It only took about 5 minutes to apply, if that. It's really, really quick and easy. You just got to squirt it and make sure you cover the roots and try really hard not to cover anything else, which I know is difficult because you will overlap slightly with this color because of the nature of the consistency. You also want to be careful of splatter, so don't vigorously shake the bottle and squeeze, otherwise you'll splatter everywhere and you'll make a very big mess. Using the brush kind of helps to go through, make sure you didn't miss any spots. The color does smell strongly of ammonia and it does tingle a little bit, so if you do have a sensitive scalp, this color may not be ideal for you. Alright, so I also wanted to mention that for this video, I'm going to be doing a special touch-up. So rather than taking this hair color that is permanent and running it through my mid-shaft and ends, causing it to go darker, potentially causing damage, I'm going to get rid of that risk by using the Redken 06 Rocket Fire in Shades EQ Gloss and Redken Shades EQ brand new gel processing solution. Sorry, it's a mouthful. This will turn your gloss into gel, so this makes the Shades EQ able to be applied with a brush and bowl. It's really good for low lighting, for toning, glazing, glossing, whatever you want to call it. You can do so many different looks and so many different color techniques with this product. So I really like this. I've used it before, but I'll show you guys how to use it. So I take my Redken bowl and I'll take this and I'm going to measure out 2 ounces of developer and I'll add the entire contents of this 4 ounces of color. Alright, so I also wanted to mention that for this video, I'm going to be doing a special touch-up. So rather than taking this hair color that is permanent and running it through my mid-shaft and ends, causing it to go darker, potentially causing damage, I'm going to get rid of that risk by using the Redken 06 Rocket Fire in Shades EQ Gloss and Redken Shades EQ brand new gel processing solution. Sorry, it's a mouthful. This will turn your gloss into gel, so this makes the Shades EQ able to be applied with a brush and bowl. It's really good for low lighting, for toning, glazing, glossing, whatever you want to call it. You can do so many different looks and so many different color techniques with this product. So I really like this. I've used it before, but I'll show you guys how to use it. So I take my Redken bowl and I'll take this and I'm going to measure out 2 ounces of developer and I'll add the entire contents of this 4 ounces of color. Alright, so this is really, really fun and easy to do. So once you have your color mixed, you're going to do the best you can to, let me see if I got this here, to section your hair little by little and try not to hit the color, but you're going to take it like so and kind of paint it right on there. So I'm going to get close to that. And if you have any color in your hand, you can kind of use that to massage the color in. They could do a better job at making it thicker, and that is my only one criticism with this. It is kind of a pudding-like consistency, but it is not the worst. So with this color, you can apply it when it's wet, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would say it's more so for doing a dry color. But you know, test it out and see how it works for you. You know, as hairdressers, we are scientists, we are cosmetologists, we are, you know, experimenters. Ah. This stuff smells a little bit more pungent than the regular Shades EQ developer. I'm actually finding that this one's a little bit messier and a little bit more challenging to use, which I was not expecting. Whereas if I did it with a bottle applicator, I probably would have been done by now. So just make sure you're all nice and saturated like so. And you know what? I just kind of use my hands to massage it in like so, and I'll see if, you know, any other areas need to get touched up. Nice little rub in. But I will say this does stick a lot better than Shades EQ with the regular developer, because that normally runs a little bit. This is solid on the hair, but difficult to apply. Where Shades EQ is easy to apply and doesn't always stay put. So I'm gonna process this for 20 minutes. You may have to process longer or shorter depending on your hair's condition. And I'll come back when it's all finished and styled. All right, everyone. So this is the finished result after using the Redken Color Gels 6R Rocket Fire with 30 volume developer. I'm actually kind of shocked by this because I was expecting it to be, well, actually I think it's pretty vibrant. I was expecting it to be a little bit more red, but I think that it is pretty awesome how intense it is. The color does have a lot of depth and it is a cool tone red. And look how cool this is. It matches perfectly with everything else. So I take this and I bring it up here. That is true to tone and a perfect match. I know it might be a little bit deeper because I used just a curl cream that I put in there to enhance my waves, and I let it dry overnight because it's very humid out. So my hair feels very soft and silky. Still, it feels very healthy. This did not cause any breakage. It didn't cause any frizzies at the top, which I'm really impressed. It feels soft, it looks shiny, and it doesn't even really feel like my hair's been colored at all. So I like, what I like about this color is that it's very easy to apply, it's very simple. I also like that this color is essentially kind of foolproof. It only took 5 minutes to put it on. And after putting it on, you just chill out for 45 minutes. I did 45 minutes for extra lifting. The 30 volume does lift 2 to 3 levels, and if you want a little bit extra lift, you can go up to 40 volume. I think next time I will use 40 volume. I was just kind of curious to see how this would look on me. Their reds are all pure tones, so they're fashion colors. There is no background tone to these colors. There's no tan or brown. So if you do have 100% gray, be careful and make sure you mix in a neutral or a red-brown, because what can happen is your hair will turn the base of the color, which will be either a pinky color or a purple color. So this red did have a purple base. It did tingle a little bit while it was on, but it didn't like burn. It tingled for like 10 minutes and it stopped. The ammonia smell though was very strong, so even though it says no ammonia, it does have a decent amount in it. I know that one of the color's features is that the color does contain avocado oil, which is a healing ingredient, and it does allow the color to absorb better, and it increases the hair's softness. So this is the finished result that I'm very impressed with. So let me know down below, have you guys tried Redken Color Gels? I know that Redken Color Gels is being discontinued and they are revamping it with a brand new one called Color Gels Lacquers, which I've heard mixed things about. So let me know down below if you guys have used Redken Color Gels, if you're a professional, or you've had Redken Color Gels done on yourself. So let me know down below and tell me what you think about Redken Color Gels. I myself kind of like them. I think they're amazing for gray coverage. I just don't know if they're like the best for fashion colors. I will say that they are near identical to L'Oreal Preference, L'Oreal Feria, and actually looks very similar to how John Frieda's 6R would look like. So, like, comment, hit that subscribe button down below so I can continue doing amazing videos on hair color for you all. I wish you all a wonderful summer, and I'll be back next month with my next hair color video.